Hello YouTube, Jack here again. Many of you may wonder how a young man such as myself, living in the 21st century, comes to smoke a pipe. Well, I'm going to tell you my story as to how I came to be a pipe smoker. I have to say that my first recollection of pipe smoking was at a annual car show that we have here in Scottsdale, PA, which is right outside of Pittsburgh, PA. And I just remember seeing this guy smoking a pipe and smelling it. It was probably a vanilla blend. I just thought it was the greatest thing I'd ever smelled. Now my next memory with pipes was when my grandmother was going through some things at her house and found some old pipes from her dad. And I remember looking at them, just being intrigued and smelling them and smelling the aromatic tobaccos that he smoked. It was just a really cool experience. And then, about a year ago, when the 2010 New Year happened, I went and saw the new Sherlock Holmes movie, well, new at the time, in the theater. And at the time I had had some interest in hookah pipes, and I was thinking about getting into tobacco. And so I'm watching this movie. You know, it's great seeing Sherlock Holmes, and I see him smoking black briar pipe, and just seeing him smoking there, sitting, you know, pensive, just puffing away. I just thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. So I also remember seeing him filling it up, and then he was in a jail, and he checks a draw, strikes a match, and lights it. Oh man, that image just captivated me. So I went home and I started researching about pipes, different pipe tobaccos, watching YouTube videos, and I just really liked what I saw about how it was a hobby and an art form and all that. And so a few months later, I got myself a corncob pipe, not this one, a cheaper one. I also had myself an old briar, and I couldn't get any tobacco around here. What I ended up doing in the beginning was taking cheap cigars and cutting the filling out and smoking the filling in my pipe. And then I came across this particular and singular tobacco, Five Brothers. It's a burley tobacco, and it's a shag tobacco, and it is extremely strong. It is the strongest tobacco I've ever smoked. Stronger than 1792 flake, stronger than Irish flake. It's extremely strong. That was my first pipe tobacco I ever smoked. And then I finally got myself proper pipe and proper pipe tobacco. And being that I had been researching it for some time, I skipped the aromatic phase. Well, actually, before I got all the proper stuff, I had smoked some cheap aromatic tobaccos. And that was after the Five Brothers. But, so I went right into the English and Virginia-based tobaccos. And, you know, I loved it. I really fell in love with smoking pipes and all that. And my parents didn't think too fondly of it, but that's alright. They got over it. Now, of course, I took to some smokeless tobaccos, and for me, that just wasn't the same as smoking a pipe. I mean, it's inconvenient smoking a pipe, especially in winter. And so I took to some smokeless tobacco. And it just wasn't the same, you know. It was addictive and all that. And, you know, I like my pipes. So now I'm getting into more aromatic tobaccos now. That's where I am today. Cheers.